Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you guys here today. I'm excited. I'm gonna start working on my cottage today. And it's about time, let me tell ya. I'm tired of being a homeless Viking. I've been living in the house for Vikings with no home in the Ravenheim village. And then I have like my little construction hut over here that I've been surviving in. But I'm ready to have an actual house. So I'm looking forward to that. Who all is here? Lots of people here already. Hey guys, hi Trogdor, hey Buren, Whisper, greetings fellow Viking. Hi Raquel, good to see you. Hi Adele. Hey Dwayne. MSG, hi, good to see you. Hi Kyle, how are you doing? Yes, lots of happy gamers here today. Hi Jan. Hello wonderful people. Welcome in everybody. I'm missing somebody. Hey Erica, how are you? Perfect content for a sick day. Oh no, get better Erica. Hope you get better soon. I was sick on Saturday. Hey Conville, hi Sarah. Welcome in. Are you sick too, Jan? Oh my gosh. It's all going around right now. Did I say hi, Conville? Hi, Conville. Yeah, I was supposed to stream on Saturday. We like had a whole fun plan and everything. And then I was like, I'm sick. And then somebody else was like, I'm sick. And somebody else is like, and it went on and on and on. It's like a bug got into Ravenheim. Hey, Shankara. Welcome in, good friend. Good to see you here. Yeah, Magzag started wearing a mask around Discord. Like, it was never ending. Like, what's going on with people? Thank you, Kongville. So, yeah, you may have noticed I've been a little MIA. I haven't been on this server a lot. I don't even know what they did last weekend. I was out. I saw that Beeble was gonna go live, and that's all I saw. Did Lala stream? I don't even know. I need to catch up on everything. I've gotten in and done a little bit of grinding out some materials and started getting this surround done on my Grey Dwarf spawner, so it's not just sitting out in the middle of nowhere again. And it's still working like a charm. Hasn't need any repairing or refuels, of course, or anything. So that's been perfect. Perfect. I put this little line of wood around one line back just because that's like within that line you'll get poisoned things. So remember to put my mask on. Sweet dreams, Whisper. Have a good one. You have to get up at 4 a.m. Oy vey. Whisper has one of those jobs where you have to be up before the butt crack of dawn. So, yeah, I got this started. It still needs like a little bit of deco added to it, obviously, but at least it's something. And I got some storage started in there. I've been putting a bunch of the junk in the obliterator, honestly. Because, like, the resin and Grey Dwarf eyes, that kind of stuff. The little flowers, they add up so fast. And you just have so much stuff laying around. So I've been obliterating a lot of it. And I was like, well, maybe I should keep some of it. We'll probably get our flower crowns back. I might want flowers, but they add up so fast. Yes, it's an oozer in there. I built that in stream. Was it last time? It might have been last time. I need to do a tutorial on it as well. But yeah, with that design, you don't have to ever repair it, and you don't ever have to refuel it. Kyle, I could only dig 3 meters under my spawner before hitting water. But it works nice with pufferfish. Yeah, pufferfish is an option too. Yeah, the near water thing, that's a pain. I've done that before, and so I've gotten now to where I try to get far enough back from the water. Can't always tell. So, today I'm going to start on my cottage. How much wood do I have on me? A bit. And the picture on the thumbnail is kind of my inspiration picture of a little cottage type house that I found that I like. And so that's what it's going to be based on. I think I'm probably going to need more room here. But if y'all have ever seen me build before or start a build before, you know that I kind of draw it out as I go. I'm not one of those people that like knows exactly how many wood and exactly how many stone I'm gonna need. I'm just not nearly that organized. Hey Jarlax, welcome in. Good to see you. Sarah, you need to go look up my spawn prevention video. That was a long time ago, so you'll have to go way back. Well, I did it again. I did it in Ravenheim Season 1. I don't remember what it's named though, but if you just look for spawn prevention in general, I think you probably could find it. But yeah, so this whole area is spawn prevented. So honestly, I haven't done the final pass to double check and make sure there's not a tiny hole anywhere. Any little holes as my final check. I need to do that still, but that's not building the cottage, so I'm not going to do that today. Thank you, Jarlax. Yeah, Kyle, that's the thing. I mean, you kind of got to take them where they are, but they're pretty, and if you like the area, I really lucked out with this area because I have the Draugr Village spawner, and I have the Grey Dwarf spawner, and I have meadows and swamp, and there's a lot of biomes on this island. So I have my Grey Dwarf spawner is there, and then a little past that is the coast where I'm going to have the dock. So, and there's a little ravine. I'm going to build a vidge, or a bridge, words, going to the dock over there. My Grey Dwarf spawn, or my, whatchamadoodle. Oh my gosh, I should have eaten something. My swamp spawner dude is over there, and I'm gonna turn that into a training center. I'm pretty sure I can make it a sausage factory. I might do both. And then in the meadows, this is where I'm gonna live, in the middle of it all. This is where my house is gonna be. I'm gonna have a workshop between here and there in the middle. This is temporary. I have my boars trapped in here when I got them started. I got all 2-star boars. But this was just temporary. And I did the double fences for my temporary because before my spawn prevention was done, I could get mobs or raids coming in here. And if things get too close to the boar, especially shamans, you know, they can blow poison at them and kill them through the gates and whatnot. So I put an outer ring to keep the baddies away from them some. But I'm going to end up building a barn up here. And I'm going to move them in here. This is kind of estimated where it's going to be. It might need to be wider. I don't know, because I'm going to do wolves too, but I'm trying not to build too big this time. I'm really going to try not to. It's so hard. And then my fields are here. I got to add one more once I get some onions. I don't have any onions at the moment. Onion seeds. Yeah. And then I started doing I was going to just like basic fences around here, you know, farmer basic. But then Kyle on my Discord this morning showed, well, I saw it this morning, a picture that you posted of one of your farms, and I really like the fence that you had around it. So I think I'm going to change these. And I'm going to do my fence the way that Kyle did them, with like stone posts that look really pretty. And it is kind of the view from the back of my house too, so I want it to look nice. So that's the overall plan of what I got going. Good question. What was the question? I missed it. Where'd it go? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Oh, if a serpent is called a danger noodle, does that mean the new Ashland's concept serpent is a super noodle? A super duper noodle? Hey, Carte Blanche, welcome in. Here's a cup of coffee while building your cottage. Thank you. It sounds really good, actually. I've already had a cup of coffee, but I could go for a second one often. Usually. Okay, so let me start. I just kind of did this randomly. I haven't really, I just like threw a few things out to start getting ideas about spaces. Spacing. And I want to start drawing it out more and getting more specific so I know kind of how far I'm going to go. Kyle, they should be the ropes of unusual size. Oh my goodness. Wait, I can't think of the name of the movie. I need my headlamp on. Ah, it's on the tip of my tongue. No, what is it? Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. It'll come to me. It'll come to me when I'm not trying to think of it. Princess Bride, right? Am I right? Princess Bride. Try not to die too many times. Thanks, Dwayne. That sounded like a vote of confidence, didn't it? Let me sleep and grab some daylight real quick. Hopefully, I'm not gonna die while building. Fingers crossed. That's not guaranteed. Correct. Yep. Thank you. But I may not be building too high today. Ironically, knock on wood, I have not had too many fall deaths from building. I have also never died to a tree. It's true. Believe it or not. The jealousy can begin now. Okay, so I want the front of the house to face out this way towards the fields. I'm going to turn that graveyard thing where it is now into a flower garden. So then the back will go that way. So if I want, where do I want the front of the house to be? Let's see, here is the boat. That's going to be the flower garden. Let me put a thing on top of that so it's easier to see where it's at. Get up there. Thank you. Raquel, I have never died to a tree, but did die to a tree. A friend accidentally plopped on me. He felt so bad. No. That's not good. If that happened in Ravenheim, my friends would laugh. That's what they would do. They would laugh. Some of them might feel bad. Some of them would not. Hey, Vulpix, welcome in. You have died to trees more than one time. It's like everybody's like, you're not playing Valheim till you die to a tree. I'm like, I guess I'm not playing Valheim then because I have never died to a tree. Okay, I don't want the front step like totally even with the garden. So we need to go back a little bit. But I don't want it everything so far away that it's like taking me half an hour to run to do everything either. So if I started around there, it still gives me a little space in between the two. Okay, so, but my walkway is kind of gonna come this way, I think, because that's the open view in between. So it's like not exactly the angle that I want. Neither one of those is exactly the angle that I want, but I think that one is going to be best. That one's going to fit better for the angle of what direction to face. Yeah. Okay, and so then I want to kind of decide the center. Let's see. Between here. That's still really close to the garden. I think I need to back this up more. That can be the beginning of the stairs up to the walkway. Okay. When my brother and I went to the Black Forest to get corewood and I dropped a tree on his head and killed him. Did you laugh, Dwayne? Sarah, I died to a tree in the beginning because I didn't know what the trees that they could domino. That's the most dangerous. I've gotten so close many times. You've had a domino of trees earlier. Did you die? That's the scariest with the trees is when they start knocking each other over. Especially when they're knocking each other over or when a troll is knocking them over. That's the scariest because then they can start falling from every direction and you don't know which way to run. I had that happen the other day. Okay, so let's see. How far is this? That's like 1, 2. Well, that's not even close to counting how close it is because it wasn't close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't have to be exact science. I'm just trying to eyeball it a bit for kind of centered between. That's about where that rock is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Here? Maybe because it comes up the hill so much, it looks different to me. So that would make the middle. Around there. Looking out this way. It seems like, it feels like it's closer on this side. I'm moving it down. It feels like it. Sometimes you just gotta go with what it feels like, right? Move it down one. I'm thinking of like looking out from the center of the front of the building. That feels more even to me. We're gonna go with it. That's what we're doing. You did laugh. He, on the other hand, didn't think it was funny. Oh, no. Oh, trees take lives. Exactly. Oh, I'm glad you survived, Adele. The domino was because of the trolls. Oh, jerks. They're such jerk faces. Mean trolls. I mean, just because we put them to so much manual labor for us, doesn't mean they gotta knock trees on our head. Maybe they're asking for better workers' rights. That could be it. Okay. Spawner is there. That is not really the angle I was expecting for going with the spawner, but it could work. We'll make it work. It'll work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to move my storage thing. I'm really gonna try to not make this a huge build. I still need to get the video out on my modern house from season 1 because that ended up being such a huge build and such a huge base in general. And I don't know if all of you have seen me decorate before, but it takes me a while to decorate because I kind of get into it. And so I didn't even finish decorating that thing before the end of the season. So I'm like, okay, you're making it too big, Christy. Calm down. Calm down, woman. Is there another thing here? There is. That's why I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Hey, badass. Welcome in. How are you today? More trees were dominoes trying to clean up than the trolls knocked over. I could see that. Fun times. The asking part is hard-handed then, right? Well, they are jerk faces, badass. I mean, come on, let's face it. They are. They are, they are. Okay, I'm not going to call that the front of the stairs. I'm going to call that the front of the porch, and the stairs can go down because it's not going to be super high. They won't shoot out very far. Okay, we're going to draw it out. Draw it out. I know, I need to get it out, Adele. Hi, Tony. Welcome in. Good to see you. Tony Starr. I always want to, I think Tony Stark in my head. Is it just me? That's probably just me. I'm weird that way. Okay. I have to look at it this direction. Sometimes I get things oriented in my head in a certain way, you know? And then it hurts my brain to turn it around. Actually, if I put... Is If I look at my picture, the front door is a little offset to one side. So not necessarily right in the middle of the porch, which I like. I like things not always being completely the same. I know it drives some people nuts, but I think it creates some interest, some visual interest when things aren't always exactly even. Don't think about your name, it's only for gaming. Gotcha. Gotcha. I miss Tony Stark being in the Marvel movies, though. It's very sad. Anybody else here a Marvel fan? I've seen all of the movies. Yes, I'm that girl. I've seen them all. More than once. Well, I haven't seen them all more than once. But I've seen most of them more than once. Oh my god! Who did it? Dwayne! Thank you. It totally made me jump. I'm not gonna keep my food super high while I'm just building. Look, I know. Dwayne just told me I could eat another bite. Good grief. Marvel fan since a kid, joined the club. It's not just me. Absolutely. Yeah, well, some of them, I mean, once little man got to the age that he could see them, you know, me and Hubs were like, yes, finally, it's not a cartoon we can watch with him. But then, you know, we were like, well, he hasn't seen any of them, so we had to go back to the beginning and start with Iron Man. Okay, stop it. I'm talking to chat and not really thinking about what am I doing. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so we're going to have a porch there. It might be wider than that. But, and I'm just doing this in wood right now. I don't know that it's all going to stay in wood either. Actually, it's not all going to stay in wood. I'm going to do stone on the bottom. I might make this... I don't have to make it double, right? I'm trying to keep things smaller. It's my goal. Okay. And then this is gonna jut out some. So let's go 2 here and put... So that'll be the porch, and then we'll have a door here. No, I'm not going to keep this dinky, ugly little door. It's just so I can think. I'm a very visual person, so... I have to kind of see things. That's how I decorate and do stuff in the real world too. I'm very visual. Like, I lay things out and look at them in front of me. You finally got to see Wakanda Forever. How did you like it, Sarah? Let me make this so it's not just flat. Gonna be a thinner part of the porch. And we're gonna walk in the door. No, really, we're gonna walk in the door. network. We'll catch you on the rerun, Adele. I liked it. Was sad that they took out another great character. Oh, Sarah, you know why they took him out? Do you know? The actor, Chadwick Boseman, he passed away. It was very, very sad. Very, very sad. So I was very curious how they were going to handle that, how they were going to do it. Oh, not him. Okay, brain fart. Never mind. But I was still very curious how they were going to do it. And I thought that they handled it well. Obviously, it was very respectful. But yeah, that was kind of a tearjerker. But you kind of knew it going in. Kind of knew it was going to be, because how could it not? Okay, so wondering if this needs to be 3 wide. So, like, I think this is going to be the dining room. You walk in, and this is the dining room, and so gotta have room for a table there, right? I don't have to use the ginormous table. Ooh. I could use the new black marble table. Yes, please. And that's not nearly as big. Could I get away with it only being 2 wide? Probably. Maybe. Let's try it. Let's see if we can. Say it's only going to be 2 wide there. See, I think this is part of why it's harder for me to decorate other people's builds, because I have a lot of people want me to decorate their build, and I do love decorating. But it can be challenging in a way, because when I'm building, I'm kind of decorating in my mind as I go along and kind of thinking of how I'm going to do it. And my build is almost built around the decoration in a way sometimes too. Okay. Or like I'm thinking how I need to build it based on how I want to decorate it. Like if I need to add a gap between the floors to be able to hide decoration in there. Or if I need to put in a fake wall in between something because I know I'm going to face some kind of decoration in that area. I may not know exactly what it is yet, but okay, so then we'll start coming over this way. This tree's gonna have to go, because I do a lot of hiding stuff when I'm building and when I'm decorating. So like I have learned to create gaps, even if I may not use them all. It just, you have so many more options when you have places that you can hide things in between, you know what I mean? Can't see what I'm doing. Let's grab some sunlight. I think they have learned now that they should not kill off the villain in the first movie that they appear. In the comics, the villains almost never die. They do. Yeah, they come back a lot, right? I mean, I'm just going off of what I've heard about comics and how they go because I didn't really read the comics. I mean, I probably read one at some point, but I wasn't a big comic reader. Okay, I may end up having to put some torches around here too, just to see better. I'm gonna have to raise this up, I think. I don't want to waste too much stone yet because I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need some here. And I have a side door. I think I'm going to keep doing this build. I'm going to like make it a certain size and then break it down and tell myself, no, it doesn't have to be that big. It's okay, Christy. It doesn't have to be that big. Don't need that much room. Doesn't have to be a ginormous big build. It would be straight even with the dining room, right? Right there. Thinking. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Like you walk in, so dining room here, and then it's like the family room and the kitchen over here. And that's small. Could do like a little pantry. Oh, I broke my workbench. Go over there. Sit down. Be good. The episodic defeats of the enemy were usually minions of the overall arch nemesis. Jan, that totally sounds like something a teacher would say. It makes perfect sense, but it totally sounds like something a teacher would say. Okay, so if I go a little walkway out, also be some storage, extra storage for the kitchen. Door around there. Walk in here. Dining room set. That looks really small for a dining room, doesn't it? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't have to be big. It's fine. Can make it work. It's a cottage. It's cozy. Add quote. It doesn't have to be that big. Oh my god, MSG. Hey, tasty mystery meat. Welcome in. Anyone else looking forward to playing Kerbal Space Program 2 when it releases? I have not even heard of that. Space game. My big space game is No Man's Sky. They had a big update come out this week too. But I am lost in Valheim. Yeah, as long as people can sit there and not get stuck, we'll see how it goes. If need be, I could always push it out another one here and make it just a much smaller storage, or walk through to get out to the side over that way. Or even take it out. I mean, I wouldn't have to have it. Just makes it a bit more interesting, I think. Maybe. Maybe. How big does the kitchen need to be? Like, typically, the lines would be pretty straight most of the time. So you walk in, that's the dining room. Yes, I'm repeating myself. I'm thinking out loud. Then this would be a straight line. So from here over could be the kitchen. Not that there's going to be a wall there. I'm just thinking spaces. NMS 4.1 Fractal came out this morning. I know, it's so exciting. All my No Man's Sky buddies are lost in No Man's Sky again. Beeble had over 200 people in his stream this morning. Because the new update coming out. That's amazing. I didn't get to pop in, unfortunately, but I saw that number. I was like, wow, good for you. Okay. Let's lower this, but not as low. In case you don't know, if you want to lower it to a certain height, hold shift and move your cursor up and down, and you can decide what height you want to lower that ground to. Let's go about right there. About the same height as the bottom of the wood. It's where we came from the front, so we'll go to that same height, approximately. It's going to be changed to stone anyway when I'm actually building it out. Okay. I need a good size for the kitchen. So kitchens take up a lot of space in this game, don't they? All the extensions. And the kitchen extensions aren't usually something that I want to hide because they look so cool. Okay, so let's say we have like a little breakfast bar thing here. Counter, well, I'm calling it a breakfast bar, whatever. There's a counter on this side of the kitchen. The kitchen is your favorite to do too? I think it is mine too. I think so, because there's like so many ways that you can get so detailed with it, right? Okay, so then we're gonna want counters on this side too, obviously. Is that enough? Is that long enough to have cabinets here? Cabinets here. I don't know if that's enough. I'm gonna have a little storage here too, though. I feel like it needs to be one more. And is this too wide of a space? And am I overthinking it? Yes, I love the ambiance in the kitchens. I feel like this is too much of a straight line. I feel like this needs to... Not be that direct of a line. Oh my god. Good gracious. I'm eating. Phew. Almost died of famine there. Thank you. Maybe I should push this back one instead of having it straight there. Back. This is a counter that can have storage underneath. Walkway here. Then should I scoot this back one too? Is that enough room in between? That's enough room in between, right? It doesn't have to be that big, Christy. It's okay. It's okay. Really. But it does need to be a bit longer, I think. Because I gotta think about... Did that snap on crooked? Is it just me? That's funky. I don't care, it's temporary. Okay. So could I have room for a hearth and an oven? This time it was to make you eat, not to make you jump. Gee, thanks. Thanks, Swain. Truth comes out. You have been trying to make me jump. Knew it. Okay, this is gonna have to come up. Right? Yeah. I think so. Let's go ahead and... figure some more of this out. Let's go ahead and raise this a tad. Get up there. Okay. So it's like a galley kitchen. Y'all see what I'm doing? Is it complete and utter nonsense? Makes no sense at all. Okay, so that's kind of the entryway there. It's kind of where the corner of the dining room is. This is going to be open. So this is going to be like the living space, living area, family room, whatever you call it. So it's going to have to be wider. Those new snapping point options will be so nice, right? It'll be nice for it to be easier just to rotate through. Yeah, Mr. Jace Mars over there at Iron Gate. He's going for a record, I think. How many cool little things can I show him in 1 month? I have 252 dorkfish. Yeah, the sorting thing looks super cool. And we were talking about it for the grapes too, because he was thinking he'd already fixed the sorting in the graves when you pick up your grave. And he had, but it's messed up again. Like if you go to pick up your grave and you've like picked up stone on the way running there or whatever, then and you have stone in your grave, it's not auto stacking all the items together. And so a lot of times, even though you're in a dangerous situation trying to grab your stuff and get out of it, you end up a little bit screwed because it doesn't stack things, and then you have room, you can't get your armor, and you're screaming and yelling, and yeah. So something went wrong with that. They're going to have to go back and look at it again. Okay, how wide does the family room need to be? Living room, family room, whatever. What do y'all call it? Do you call it family room or living room? I use them kind of interchangeably, I think. Den. Hi, Rain. How are you? I have called him a den before, too. Living room. I think a den sounds more casual, like a family room. A living room sounds more formal to me. Like if you have both, then the one that's like fancy looking, that's the living room. And the one that's got all the fluffy pillows and newspapers or whatever laying around everywhere, that's the family room. The one with the big TV is the family room. Am I right? That's how I have it in my head. Lounge, TV room? Oh my gosh, no. We're getting all kinds of stuff. All kinds of options. Okay, I think 3 wide is enough for the living den family lounge TV room. Upstairs is the living room. Downstairs is the Fortress of Solitude? What, Con? What are you talking about? That sounds very confusing to me too, because I think of it as opposite. I think of going upstairs to like get away. Is that right? Downstairs? is like where everybody's being loud, and upstairs is where you go to get away from it. I guess it depends on how your house is laid out. Of who's doing what where as well. Daylight, please. Don't be raining. What we now call the living room, the formal one, used to be called the parlor. Oh my goodness, parlor. Now we got another name for it too. A parlor does sound old-fashioned. Like, that's... Nobody has a parlor anymore, right? Day 997. Ooh, getting close to day 1000 in Ravenheim. Parlor is something different now. Like, when I think of a parlor now, I think of, like... Do you have to pay money for company in that room? Like, what is that? What is that? My twisted mind, I guess. I never enjoy visiting family that have those formal feeling rooms. Like you're afraid to move anything a millimeter out of place. Casual is so much better. Bat cave, right? And man cave. I do like casual. I mean, I like nice too, but not stuffy, I guess. But stuffy, you're right. It does kind of depend on the person because I've been at people's houses that are very fancy, nice houses, but I felt comfortable there. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like they were gonna freak out if a single thing was out of place kind of thing. I went to some neighbors. It was like somebody's house that I didn't know that well. This was a long time ago. It's none of my current neighbors, so nobody... If any of my neighbors ever see this, which they probably won't, I'm not talking about you. Of course, they'd probably know if I was talking about them. Anyway, I went in this person's house, and they had, like, a nice dining room. And I, like, walked in there and was like, oh, whatever. I was, like, looking at a picture on the wall and going, oh, that's cool. I like it. And then I, like, came out and we were talking for another minute. And then it was like, oh, okay, well, let me go get this thing from my house real quick and bring it back. And so I went home and I grabbed this thing and I came back to give it to her. And in the time that I was gone, she had vacuumed my footsteps on the carpet in the dining room. That doesn't make you feel real comfortable. I'm just saying. Like, okay, now I'm afraid to touch and move anything in this house. You're one of those people. Like back in the day, they would have had plastic on the couches, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not being judgy. If you have plastic on your couches, maybe you have a good reason. As long as they're not rude about it, right? Good thing about this too, I mean, I could make this perfectly even, but I'm going to cover this up with stones, so it's not really going to matter. There were parlors when you were little, Jan? Is that what you're talking about? Sitting room, common room, salon, tasty meat. Are you Googling all these names? Oh my gracious, how many names do we have now for what this room is? My brain is fried. I don't even know what it is anymore. What am I building? Is that wide enough? Is it really? I don't know. It doesn't seem very wide. for a family room. Let's see, how big is the furniture? So if I'm going to build couches in here. So this is a counter. Going to build couches. I'm going to want some space in between. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. Put it there. Maybe enough room. Right, if there's a counter there, and there's, I need some fine wood. Fine wood. There's some. 20. It's right from Portal. Okay. That's enough room to walk in between. Hey, MSG. Hey, MSG. Oh my god. Hi, JC. I was reading JC saying, "Hi, Matter Scott. Do you have a preferred shortening of your name?" And I was thinking MSG. So I said hi, MSG, instead of hi, JC. Oh, like a dorkfish. Hi, JC. How are you today? Visitors are invited to the parlor. Family members and close friends went to the living room or kitchen. Yeah, I think of living room for guests and family room for family and friends. But yeah, then we always end up in the kitchen too, right? Okay, that's enough. It doesn't have to be bigger, Christy. It's okay. It'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna have a fireplace in here. I'm gonna not do it centered. I'm gonna do a big one. I shouldn't, because I'm trying to keep things small. Trying to keep it cottagey. I should make it smaller. So maybe I could do like sunken braziers to make a small fireplace in here. Have a more of a cottagey feel. That could be good. And then this over here, it's gonna need to be at least 2 wide. I'm gonna do like portals over here. But that's all the way out to the porch. What am I thinking? Want to go that far? I don't know that I want to go all the way out to the front of the porch. So this is portal room.
I'm a dorkfish!
Oh my god, I'm a dorkfish. This is like behind that wall. Okay, think. This is the foyer. Let me put my lines back. And I want a door going. It'll be on the same line as the family room, parlor, den. I know me staring at it isn't like as exciting as watching me run from a troll or something, but that's part of my building process, is staring at things. Especially when I'm trying to figure out layout, how I want things to flow. Let's put that back. I think this needs to be the same line, but that gives me more space on this side than I was thinking of. So I'll have to find something to do with this space. This is a little question mark box. I'll have to figure out what to do with that. Because I want to keep this line of the living room wall even here so that the walk-through to the portal room could be here. Because it would be a funky turn to have that be part of the family room too. It totally makes sense. Do you believe me? Hey, Yamagami. Aloha. Welcome in. It has awoke. Are you talking about me or you? Base building is my favorite part of survival games. Nice. Yeah, I love building. It's a fun building mechanic in Valheim too. And I mean, that's, I think, part of why the building community is the largest community in Valheim, because it's such a great building system. I mean, there are limitations, obviously. Some of them are put there on purpose and for a reason. Some of them are quality of life things that we may get adjusted as we go, of course. But I love, it's like giant creative puzzles, isn't it? Like, these are the pieces that you have. You can only use them in this way. Now see what you can come up with. It's kind of a form of art, I think. To me, this is a creative outlet. It's a form of a form of art. Front closet, that's a possibility. Hot tub. Right by the front door. That's a special kind of house. Hey, JJ's here. Do I guess I could unmute myself in the chatty thing in case he comes over here. I don't know what his plans are. He might just be popping in. Yeah, if we put a jacuzzi right by the front door, does that make it a parlor? Not Jan's kind of parlor. The weird kind of parlor it made me think of. Okay. So, portals. Need a pretty good sized room for portals. I already said I don't want that to be completely even with the front porch. We do half wall and see. We'll see how this turns out. Portal room, portal room. This would need to be at least 3 wide. I'm thinking I do decrease how many portals I have by having a portal that has changing names, but there are limitations for how much you can do that. Especially because I tend to use a lot of traveling portals. I know that's not even, because I did a half over there. I'm wondering, I may make this an interesting piece of architecture here somewhere and not being exactly the same. And I'm trying to, I don't want to have just a big box either, right? So that's why I'm like going out odd amounts here and there. So it's not just a big square box. Of course, the problem with doing that is then you have to deal with making a roof for it, but that is another story. I think roofs are the hardest thing in building in this game. For me, they are. Last season, I contracted with Verso to build my roof for me. But then I decided on a specific thing I wanted for my roof, and so I ended up doing it myself anyway. Okay. I don't know how far this is going to come down. Let's just say to there for now. Missing requirement. Come here, requirements. Of course, I'm carrying too much. I don't need core wood right now. Okay. This reminds me of framing a house out, like the form boards that they put out. If you've ever seen a house being built, before they pour a concrete foundation, they like put wood out everywhere, kind of drawing out where it's going to be as the first step. It's kind of what this is to me. How do you like your beef, Verso? Front closet with trophies hanging in it. That's a good possibility. And a chest, right? Yeah, it could be like a little nook kind of thing. Yeah, for a non-traditional space or shape, that's true. That skeleton off in the distance is going to town, killing whatever it is killing. There's a skeleton in the distance? Where? Where is it at, Rain? The HG Marketplace. We need a contractor shop. 100%. A roofer would make a ton of money. Auntie Fang. Hello, friend. Good to see you. Long time. Hello, Ozzy. How you doing, buddy? You can hear every time it kills something. Is that what it is, Rain? I'm listening. I don't hear it. Maybe it stopped. Maybe it ran off or got killed. That'd be nice. Die, Skelly. I feel like it's getting dark. Doing well, Ozzy. Oh, I forgot basics here. Hello. asleep? Did I tell him hello when he loaded in? Probably not. Just so rude. So rude. We can hear it every time it kills something. Okay. Or maybe, are you hearing the deaths from my Grey Dwarf spawner, Rain? That might be it too. Yeah, the psh sound. Yes, you're hearing my Grey Dwarf spawner, I bet. Probably so. Oh, it's not basic. It's JJ. Didn't I say basic? Did basic leave and JJ come in? I'm so confused. It looks like he's moving. Is he moving toward a base? Or is he out wandering? I'm spying on you, JJ. He's out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think he's gonna be able to sleep. He's probably cutting trees down over there around spawn. Killing necks or something. Okay. Did I say hi, basic? Oh no, I didn't. I just said hello. I just warned basic came in a while ago. Oh, maybe because he was in voice when I got on. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. Yes, that... Okay, yeah, you're hearing my Grey Dwarf spawner. It's right here. Because I was thinking there better not be a skeleton in here, in my area. I don't know how it got past my defenses, if there is. Yes, this is my Grey Dwarf spawner. So, you'll hear them dying in the distance. The good little monsters they are. And that sound, that psh, that's the oozer killing everything in there. And that jump. I've had to train myself a little bit now. When the oozer does that jump sound. Like, not to, like, jump myself and look and be like, where's the blob? Where's the oozer? Like, oh yeah, it's there. You haven't seen that in a bit. Looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I think I need to do a little bit more detailing, but got it going. Got it started, so it's not just out in the middle of nowhere. Got my storage started, because you need that quickly. How do you get the stuff out? I just put on my root mask, because it has poison defense, and I run down in here and pick it up just like you run around any other Grey Dwarf spawner. And then I jump up here, and I put corewood logs on the side of my ladder so I can run up it. I don't have to bounce slowly. I can run up and down them straight when you have corewood logs on the side like that. And that's it. Don't gotta refill it, don't gotta repair it. I know I said it earlier, but I need to get the video out on that. Thank you. Yeah, and I have been just obliterating a lot of this stuff. The junk that builds up, you know, because it builds up so fast when you have a Grey Dwarf spawner. But okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. I'm gonna put some torches around. Here and there. One in here. Some in here. These are just temporary. Okay, and then this is gonna be portals. Ish. This is gonna be open. This is gonna be an open walkway, I think. This is gonna be open. Okay, so come up onto the porch, go into the door and the foyer, dining room there, cute space there. And here, this is the family room, fireplace, kitchen, cabinets and cooking, and a little pantry, and then go outside. On the side here as well, we're going to the spawner. Or we could go that side to the farms as well. Okay. Back. Never enough stone or wood though, no matter how much you have. Sometimes. I've done it. I have had sometimes. It's kind of my goal to sell stone this time on Ravenheim Season 2. Because I have done some builds recently that were primarily wood, and I ended up with so much stone that it was overflowing everywhere. And I know some people are going to be making castles and all that kind of big crazy stuff. So, yeah. I think stone will be in high demand. I mean, I'm on a server with like gobs of builders, so stone is always going to be in high demand. I am going to use quite a bit of stone on this one. But not totally, because I do want to keep it cottagey feel. It is going to have stone on the bottom. Toodles, Ozzy. Have a good one. Quote 2. He's scary. Scary. The stone merchant, yes. Love stone floors. I do too. I love wood floors too, though. I want a second tone of wood. That would be genius. So I didn't have to do as many tricks to create that texture and colors. The name of your shop should be Everyone Must Get Stoned. That could be taken a couple different ways, Jan. That's funny. Everyone gets stoned here? I don't know. Depends on what kind of store it turns out to be. Okay, so turn that down, and then from the family room, you're gonna want the back view, right? I was thinking it was going to be angled a bit more this way, but it didn't turn out that way, but it'll be fine. I could even angle the patio more that direction if I want to. The way I was thinking was not because I don't want to see the black forest trees. That's fine. But let's have the spawner building that way. And then I have like a little raspberry patch right here that I was thinking would be like a nice little view as well. But I could even do a path if need be and head over to that. Is that a throwback song? Oh. Everybody Must Get Stoned? Is that a throwback song? I didn't know. A Dylan classic. Oh, okay. Technically speaking, rocking is more legal than stoning. Rocking is more legal than stoning. Getting marble or getting stone, but not everyone must get marble. Oh, I have some marble ready and waiting right here. Look at it all. It's so beautiful. I haven't decided how I'm going to use it yet. Yeah, as soon as we down the elder, we snuck into the Mistlands to get stuff. Because that's how we roll. I'm debating if I want to put the bedroom, like my bedroom, on this side or on this side. If I do it on this side, I think it might stick out too much. Does it matter? Doesn't really matter. I don't want it to like run over the strawberries. But it doesn't have to be that big. Yeah, I think I like it going this side better. Depending on how I do it, I may end up leaving with a view of raspberries out my bedroom window. That would be pretty. My little construction hut is going to end up in the way. This is going to become a challenge. But let's see. Maybe not today. Okay, so if it's going to come this way, I'm going to need to build this up. At least some. It could come behind. The portal room. I think it would be better to have it on this side too, because if that's the portal room, then I could have like a door from the portal room to the bedroom as well. So like if I'm running home to sleep real quick, it would be faster that way. Good morning, Cherry. How are you today? Good to see ya. Yeah, I think it makes more sense. To have the bedroom on this side. Okay, so if bedroom's gonna end up being here. Gonna have to raise that more. Does it need to be that big? Could it be a walkway coming here? And then, let's see, the master should be around here, right? Which shape do I want to make the master? Can't have it being a normal shape. It can't be square, right? Not hearing sounds? You're not hearing me, or what sounds are you not hearing, Yamagami? How far along is the boss progression in Ravenheim at the moment? We've only beat the Elder. Of course, we beat like 8 Elders that day. I think the most we had out at one time was 5. That's a normal thing to do, right? Okay, that's going to be a flower garden, so it might be nice to have a little window view out to that as well. So maybe this will be like a little bay window situation going on here. See, this is kind of the stuff I think about when I was talking about, like, I kind of decorate as I go in my mind. I'm thinking about it, of why I'm putting that window there. So I have it in my mind before I start decorating. It helps me get decorating ideas along the way. The elder fight was hilarious. It was a day that shall live in infamy. Oh, Lord. We rack those up, don't we? Okay, so I'm going to have a window. That's not a very good window to see. It's got to be small. It's fine. It can be small. It's fine. It's fine, Christy. Doesn't have to be as big as they've always been in the past. It'll be all right. Then this can't be just like a straight wall. This is gonna have to have a pretty wall edge. Right. Okay, fine. I'll raise you up. Picky, picky, picky. Oh, I'm out of stone. Do I have stone right here? I do. Okay. I'm worried it's getting big. Ah! Okay, I'll eat. Phew. I did die that day, the day of the elder fight. Man, I didn't... Did anybody not die? I'm trying to remember. I think everybody died that day. It's not raised up enough. Oh yeah, I was out of stone. Hey, ghostly white pumpkin. Welcome in. Is this a new name for me to hear or to see in chat? Trying to remember if I have seen this name before. It's a pretty cool name though. Very visual. I have it in my mind. Okay. This is going to be able to be too wide and match. Did I do the 2 angle there? Yes, I did 2 turns. So I'm going to do 2 turns here. And I'm going to have to raise more of this up. See, I knew my little construction storage is getting in the way. After I had it built for a little while, I was looking around at how I might lay out the place, and I was like, I think I built that too close. It'll be fine. Get my storage going in here, and I won't be living in the middle of a bunch of chests. That would be awesome. Beeble didn't die. That's right. Yes, Beeble did not die. Because Beeble... Oh, and we did fight the 8 elders naked. Did I mention that? Yeah, Beeble was like, you people are insane. He did it one time. He got his key and he left. And he went home and got all his armor. And he like stayed home. I know what he did. He wasn't even there for a lot of the fight. He's like, I told y'all, you're nuts. He went home. He was like hanging out in the village. Like, did no one warn you about us? Although that was crazy. That was a lot of freaking elders. Uh-oh, it doesn't line up. Why the heck not? It doesn't matter. It's temporary. It's just form boards, but... Why? It does. I'm a dorkfish. I'm a dorkfish. Alright, you need to move, cart. Come hither. It's gonna roll right back where it was. Grr. No, really. Come over here. Thank you. Hello, big fat snake. How are you today? Good to see you in stream. You're newish. Well, welcome in again. Okay. This obviously is gonna need to be raised up. Raise you up. That song going in my head right now. Thinking about raising ground. Oh my gosh, did any of y'all see that link I posted about Tom Ball on AGT All-Stars? Oh. Yeah, he did come back. Beeble did come back at the end. Hey, Tazahheim, how are you? Doing good, doing good. Getting some building done. Finally, yay. Yeah, I posted a link in my Discord. I don't remember what channel I put it in. Of Tom Ball on America's Got Talent All-Stars they're doing right now. He's originally from Britain's Got Talent. They're people from all around the world, right? Even though it's... This one is AGT. They have to show it all over the place. And he sang this song that like gave me goosebumps. Like I was playing Valheim and he started singing and I was like, I don't know, out chopping wood or exploring or something. And I like stopped dead and just stood there and listened to him sing. And I'm going, oh crap. It was amazing. I'm such a fan now. I like had to go find his account so I could follow him and see how his career goes. Does anybody watch those shows? AGT or BGT or any of them? They have them all over. I've watched them a little bit here and there before. But I was randomly watching that night, just something to listen to in the background, you know, while I was playing. And I was like, oh my god. He did, what's the name of the song he did? The Sound of Silence. Oh, it was so beautiful. I'd never heard it done that way before. It was amazing. And like all the judges and the hosts and everybody came up and gave him the golden buzzer, which is like the big deal with all the confetti raining down. Highly, highly recommend checking him out. Okay, that's big enough for the master bedroom, right? This is a cottage. We're keeping it small. Fighting against every instinct. Not gonna make this a ginormous mansion. It's hard. Jan, nope, he said if they summoned more, he would go and put on his armor. He did, and then did a huge amount of the elder slaying. He only left after the very last one. Oh, okay. I won't give him as much grief then. As much. Okay, so master, family, kitchen. So this will kind of be the back going out to the back patio. Definitely need to do some more raising. End up burying my forge. It's fine. It's gonna move anyway. You are good. So you are alive, so I thought I would come and get some build inspiration. Awesome. I'm glad that you came by. I am not a dwarffish. They are jerk faces. Jerk face. Well, hopefully you will find some inspiration in doing form boards. This is what I'm doing today. Figuring out my form, my layout for my cottage. And making sure that I do not have a big square box. Yes, I'm trying to keep it cozy. I only watch some of the clips here on YouTube. I get the highlights without all the extra fake drama stuff. Yeah. Well, since this is the All Stars, they didn't have like all that silliness. When the people that are horrible come in to audition. Like they do sometimes. Although, I mean, I haven't really watched a full season in a really long time. But from what I have seen and just watching stuff here on YouTube too, it feels like they don't do as much of that nonsense anymore. Usually my builds have the largest areas for the kitchen and the smallest for the bedroom. That really makes more sense. I think that this, we'll see how this kitchen goes. It might get extended. I think that's another thing that would be good about deciding to put the bedroom over there, because then if the kitchen does need to be extended, it's not as big as a deal because it won't be cutting into the bedroom. If the bedroom was set up over here on this side behind this wall. Hopefully. Does this, no, you know what I'm gonna do? Maybe. Wondering if this could be, if I move the back wall to the side of this door instead of the side of that room, then that gives us an extra cut. Corner cut in right there, and This could become a doorway to go out from the master to the patio, which could be kind of cool. Although I could do that on the side here too. We'll decide that as we go once we get the patio. Okay, so is it okay for this to just be a straight wall? We'll start with just a straight wall right now. And then see. So it's going to need to be higher. Let's lower it to about the level of that wood. Just a tad lower. That's good. Right there. When I change the floor to stone, a lot of this stuff is going to be covered up. The little indentations in the ground, it's not going to matter. Okay. This is making a big old space right there, isn't it? That's like a big space. In this walkway. Like, what is the purpose of that big old space? It's too much. That's too much extra space. So let's cut it in. Let's make this not a straight line, which also adds more visual interest again. Let's just cut it in a little bit. Like that. Or even, that wouldn't line up, would it? Would it line up? Let's see. What? Pretty darn close. Not snappy, but is that good? Beebs made it back before V changed the name. Oh, yeah, he was locking people out. Basic! Hello, friend. I would have sworn you were here a while ago. I was like, Basic, can we go to sleep? And then I realized you're not here. JJ's here. Just making it up. Thank you for dropping links, MSG. I appreciate it. Okay, but is that weird? Is that weird? That's kind of weird, is it? Is it a weird shape for that wall? It kind of seems like it is. And that would be really hard to roof, that angle too. And I don't know if I have enough money to pay my friends on here to do my roof for me. I mean, I could probably mesh it together. But that would make a really strange roof line. I don't know. It just seems like kind of an odd line to do that. I could just kind of cut it in. Like make a cut in area here. That heads out to the back porch. So then this would be a door going to the back porch. How are you doing today, Basic? At work still? That sucks. I'm gonna try not to be nervous. Basic watching me build. I probably could do it right here to the edge of this cabinet, but I'm gonna go to the back. Give myself that little bit extra space, I think, because just never entirely sure if that's gonna be I'm not 100% sure that's gonna be enough space for the kitchen. Alright, if this doesn't line up, it's gonna be unpleasant. Yay! It lines up! Yay! 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 You know what? I don't have any crystals yet. I don't have any crystals. No good windows. I haven't even been in the mountains yet. I need to go in the mountains and get some crystals and stuff. Okay, I think that's better than having that just be a big, flat, empty, no reason space. Now it's an architectural feature. Going out to the back patio. I need to get moving on those crystals, I know. JJ gave me a Lox cape, or I wouldn't even have a cape to keep me warm. Although, I could have made one. Jeremiah, did I tell you hi? Hi, Jeremiah. Welcome in. Good to see you. You were laughing after, Basic stream? Is that what you said? What were you doing, Basic? The moment when I was to the right, caught fire, and was under attack, all the while yelling and running to the left. The Doppler effect. Oh, Lord. That's funny. Yeah. Having the proximity chat on this season has created some interesting stuff. When you killed V by accident, how many times? Which one are you talking about, Basic? Didn't you shoot him with a fire arrow? V had 6 health. Okay, this is going to be the dining room. It's going to be the porch even. It's going to be the decorative nook with trophies. It's going to be portals, fireplace there. I could add a fireplace into the master. We'll see if I do that or just have the hanging thing. And then back there we're going to head out to a back patio, and we're going to have a little path going to the strawberry patch. And let me see, is JJ still here? Are you still here, JJ? No, it's not. Okay, let me sleep real quick. Get a look at it in the daylight. Oh, with the crossbow. Yeah. When we went, oh, no, somebody, are they hiding? Why can't I sleep? Who is here hiding? Oh, there he is. He's not hiding. I was like, why is he hiding? Oh, my Lord. That's funny. I didn't see him in all the markers. Is there... It is nighttime still, right? Yeah, okay, let's see. Can you sleep? Oh, I think he's in the thing, too. Let me walkie-talkie to him. Hey, Frank, can you sleep? sleep? Can you sleep? Can you sleep? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I really like that feature with the proximity too. If we need to talk to everybody on the server, we have a walkie-talkie effect that we can. We wouldn't want to use it all the time because that would get old and, you know, make it not a speech. Hey, Rick! I beat the queen for the first time today. Congratulations! Tried 3 other times and gave up, but today I only died 4 times. Nice! Were you doing it solo, Rick? Were you playing solo and beat the queen? I'll be honest. I am happy and proud, but I have not watched a queen battle on purpose. I'm purposely keeping myself ignorant on the queen battle. I mean, obviously, I have seen it some. I've seen, like, what she looks like and little things here and there, but you know, being a content creator, like, I have to get rid of all the spoilers for me and, like, go figure everything out. And I'm normally, if I'm playing just myself, I'm, like, very anti-spoiler. Like, don't tell me anything at all, nothing. Until I get really stuck, and then I might go look something up. But, yeah, but being the content creator, I have to go and spoil everything for myself as fast as possible to get the information out. But I've drawn the line in the sand with the queen battle. I'm like, no, I am not going to find out in advance. I'm not going to watch anybody else do it at all. Nothing. So when we go in to fight the queen here in Ravenheim, that will be my first ever queen battle. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully not like Yagluth last season. We'll see how it goes. That was seriously the best moment. That and Smitty, I'm dead. Like, the whole fight, right? That was funny. You're still hunting her, Jeremiah? With the spawning of seekers in the meadows afterward, I have no desire to fight the queen. I'll only do it when progression demands it. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Solo. Nice job, Rick. Queen battle is so fun. I kind of hope they rework some of the old bosses to be more like the queen fight. Interesting. Interesting. I found her in my solo game, but all I am doing is building a little base there. Cool. Yeah, and difficulty levels are going to come into play at one point, so we'll see. Which is interesting because originally they had said that they weren't going to do difficulty levels until after 1.0, but apparently there's been so much request and desire for them, they have bumped it up on the to-do list. Hey, Buren, welcome in. How are you today, friend? Lurking while playing, but waiting for everyone to sleep right now. Well, thanks for alt-tabbing over and saying hi, Buren. Hi, Mary PPC. Hello, Christy. First time I caught your stream. Well, I'm so glad that you caught me. I feel caught. How do I say your name? Thank you. How do I say your name? Mayor BBPC? Do I call you Mayor? Marev? Does it stand for something? Want to get it right. Okay, so then the rest of the porch will be here. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little overview. Imagine Slavic name of Marco. So Marcus or Merrick. Okay, I see. I get it. Merrick. Perfect. Thank you. Hello, Miss Tiny Norwegian. How are you today, sweet lady? Good to see you here. Could go all the way to the end there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make another cut. Go right there, because why not? It doesn't have to be that big. It's cottage. It's fine. It's fine. And then we did a half here, so that'll be interesting little cut too. Who else came in? Did I miss somebody? I don't know. I think it was you, Tiny. How are you doing today, Tiny? Okay. So here's what we got. We're going to walk up. Up. We're going to walk up. Stop it. Stop it. You're just being difficult. You're trying to make me look bad. Stop it. Sheesh. Sheesh, this door. It's not even a door. It's stairs. It's made me lose my mind completely. We don't need that there. That was just helping me think. Right? Right. Okay, so we walk up, and this is the porch. It's a nice little porch. Room for a chair, and then we walk in the front. This is the foyer. And here is the dining room. This is a little decorative space. Go into the living family den. All the other names that we came up with. Room. This is huge, basic. I have been working so hard to make sure that this build is smaller than the ones that I normally do. What are you talking about? This is huge. Got back from band practice with your big band. Ooh, that sounds like so much fun. So much fun. Stew, living room in Norwegian. We need to make a list. There's so many names. I'm now in the parlor. Step into the parlor. Okay, we're going to have a small, cozy fireplace there because this is a small, cozy build. It's smaller than the modern house. Thank you. At least that's something. I haven't added a second story yet. Could use a second story. The small cottage went big with a big barn. Totally medium. This is not huge. Come on. I need to put out a video on my modern house. That's a big house. A big house. It needs some chests. Yes, dear. We're just figuring out the layout. Okay. So this is the tiny parlor. And the itty bitty kitchen is right here. Tiny bitty kitchen. I don't know what that is. We'll see what that is. And then this is the master bedroom. It's not too big. And then this will go out to the back. Makes sense? Does the layout make sense? Need some chests. Oh, I know. I may have been blocking all of Basic's paths at his house the other day with chests. I was sneaking. And I moved all his carts while he was building. It's out of love, Basic, you know. You know it is. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't. It makes sense. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, yeah, and then I have a side door, too, for going out. For the fields and the Grey Dwarf farm over there. So I'll have to finish that, make that a path. And a cart path. Yes, your own parlor and kitchen, Tiny. I've seen some European cottages that are pretty huge, yeah. They were usually built by the rich when they wanted to slum it for a bit. Oh my gosh. In America's English, cottage is one term for such holiday homes, although they may also be called a cabin, chalet, or even camp. Camp. Interesting. I've never heard them called a camp, unless it's like a place that's used as a camp kind of thing. I don't know. There we go again. We have, what, 34 words for living room now? That might be a slight exaggeration. The only thing is, this house is definitely smaller than my last one, which is my goal. Even though this has a portal room in the house, see, too basic, and my modern mansion, the portal room is a totally separate building. But I don't have any guest rooms. I might have to do a little bit of a second floor. I mean, you gotta have at least one room that's a guest room. Because I know some of y'all are going to end up crashing at my place at some point. It always happens. We always end up needing to spend the night with somebody for some reason, eventually. There is an architectural style of cottage. Yeah, I kind of think of that too. The way it looks. In places such as Canada, cottage carries no connotation of size. Yeah, I think there could be some pretty big cottages. Your house is tiny, is it? It's 3 stories tall. Though. Do stay true to the cabin feel. You definitely should consider an outhouse. Vikings Pete. I had a massive, fancy bathroom in my last build, but yeah, I might have to do a little outhouse. I don't know. I might have to add a bathroom. I like building bathrooms too, kind of like kitchens. I could add on a bathroom somewhere if need be. I could put it right here. I can make a little bathroom right here. And it could still have a window view to the garden. It's possible. It could have that little out window. Might do that. I mean, it doesn't have to be massive. Look, my house is getting bigger. That's what are you doing, Tiny? It's supposed to be keeping it small this time. Okay, just something. Some kind of bathroom there. I don't have any food in my system. Maybe I should eat something. I mean, I'm doing better, right? That is smaller than before. Than what I've done before. Last time my bathroom was bigger than this whole bedroom, so that's progress. Take it. That's a myth, right, Jan? A little house away from the cottage so it doesn't stink. I know, but I could do a fancy little bathroom. I love the decorating part. I mean, I could do an outhouse. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I think this is shaping up. I think it makes sense. I think I'm going to do a pole here to demarcate that space. I don't think I'm going to use walls there. I think it's going to be an open, separated space with column. Is how it's going to be separated, so it doesn't feel as closed off. And the same for the dining room. I'm just going to have a column there. So it's more of an open floor plan, but you can see the difference. And I can do a difference in flooring to demarcate the spaces too, probably. I think that'll be better. And I'll want taller ceilings in here. Hey, Monster Lord, welcome in. Good to see you. Grab a sip. Outhouses, what I think of when I see those tiny buildings out in the wild that have mushrooms growing inside. The soil is extremely well fertilized. Those kind of remind me of that too. Like just the size and space of them. They're like this little tiny, tall square. Totally screams of outhouse, doesn't it? There used to be a toilet there or a hole in the ground or something for sure. Okay, let's see. Yeah, my throat is about going. My cough is starting to haunt me again. So I'm going to look over here and see if I can find. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Is there anyone? No, I don't see. I don't see anyone else live in Valheim right now. But let's see if we could find someone who we don't know, but is like a little tiny channel or something that happens to be live. Because that would be nice to do a little surprise thing for somebody that doesn't have a lot of people. Okay, here we go. Now, granted, I do not know who this person is, so I don't know what rating this stream will be. Or anything. But this person only has 6 people. Oh no, I'm sorry, 2 people. Only 2 people watching them. So let's go give somebody a smile. Make them a happy gamer. Go over there and type hashtag Christy Raid. And at least say hi. Make their day a little bit better. And I will see you guys possibly on Saturday. We'll see what's going on. We also have something going on the Happy Gamer server on Saturday. So it depends on what's going on with my schedule as far as trying to fit everything in on Saturday. But yeah, go pop over there, say hi. And I will see you guys soon. Until next time, happy gaming.